Hey guys, how's it going? This is Catherine. I hope you're doing awesome. I just wanted to do a follow-up vlog to last week to talk more about how to make your own meal plan at home. And we have briefly talked about how in order to get done the things that you want to do at home, you just need to decide what the most important things to you are. And the first thing for me was feeding our family totally unprocessed whole foods. So how do you do that? That's a big job description, but as with any other big project, you just need to break it down into small steps. So, as promised, I wanted to show you the very basics of how I make our family's meal plan each week. Now, for the moment, I still use paper and pen. Good old-fashioned paper and pen. I am going to start to use an app that I have on my husband's old iPhone that doesn't actually work as a phone, but I can have apps on it and keep track of things as like a spreadsheet, because it's like a app that can do that. But anyway, as far as just like weekly basic meal planning, I still use paper and pen, and I just find that the easiest for me right now. So let me show you how to do this. It's extremely simple. I've been doing meal planning for like 7.5 years since we started the Maker's Diet. It's really the bedrock of eating right. And I mean, anything, you can't succeed in anything really without actually planning, but a meal plan really keeps you on track. So here you go. This is extremely simple. Like I said, old-fashioned paper and pen gets the job done. This is the scratch paper. But anyway, what I do is every week I first of all go shopping on the same day every week. First of all, that saves you money, because the more times that you're in the store, the more money you're going to spend. And second of all, it just gives a good rhythm and routine to your meal plans, and also just when you're going to run out of food and just when you need supplies. So ditch going to the store 3 or 4 times a week, and pick a day. So my day is usually Fridays, and this also coincides with our milk pickup that we do on Saturdays. So I like to keep those two things around the same day of the week. So I usually plan everything based upon that day, which is Friday. So pick your day. That's your starting point. So, but for example purposes, I did this one Thursday. So if you can see, this says Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then I would be going back to the store on that Thursday. So all I do is just write out for every night what we're going to have. And to be honest with you, I only make a new meal 4 nights a week. We have leftovers several times a week, and everyone in the family has just gotten used to it. And if I really can't stand the thought of having something 2 nights in a row, I'll just have, like, you know, say I make a big pot of spaghetti meatballs on Thursday night, and we could have leftovers Friday night, but I can't stand the thought of having it again 2 days in a row. We could just have it again on Saturday. So if you can do leftovers that way too. But I just write out what we're going to have for every single night, and I have I've picked out essentially like our family's like a week or 2 of our family's favorite recipes, and I just rotate out those recipes, and you can do that for however long your shopping cycle is. So if it's like a week, then you can just swap out different recipes for the different week time frame that you're buying for. So just write out the different menu plans for that night, and sometimes I'll even do them for breakfast, but usually I'm always going to plan out dinner for sure. So I'll just write out what we're going to have every single night of the week, and then I made up a spreadsheet of every single item that I ever buy at all the stores that I go to, and where they are in the store. So they're all like by category and where the placement in the store. So I will look at that to remind myself of things like, oh my gosh, we do need more peanut butter, and you know, when you see it on a list, it will remind you that you need it. You can keep track of stuff during the week if there's stuff that's not pertaining to, you know, your actual dinner plan. So how I make the list then is like, I just look at, okay, we're having burgers with sweet potato fries tonight, so I need sweet potatoes. So what I do is I just go through the different stores, and I make the list based on where the items are in the store. So for example, sweet potatoes is right when I walk in the front, right when I walk in the door at Whole Foods. So I'll write down sweet potatoes, and what else is in the fresh fruit. Maybe we're having burritos, so I'll put down cilantro. And again, I'm also usually working off of my spreadsheet to jog my memory. So I write everything down that I'm going to need here in the order in which it appears in the aisles in the store. And then in the column next to it, I write down how much it's going to be. And then I just do that for every different store that we have. So I shop at Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, and then we get beef and milk from our raw milk farmers. So I write it all down, and then the prices, and then normally before I leave, I will add up exactly how much it's going to be and add in tax and everything so that I'm not surprised when I get to the checkout aisle, because I think there's nothing worse than being at Whole Foods and wondering how on earth you just spent X amount and what on earth did you buy. When you have a list, you know exactly what you bought and how much it's going to be. So that's like the serious bare bone basics of how I do the menu plan, and really just having a list and knowing what you're going to have for dinner 7 nights a week will give you so much more peace in your life than you have right now if you're not doing a menu plan. Not to mention that it will save you time and money. So we can delve more into this topic. It's a huge topic of menu planning, and I can talk more about the rotation system that I use for our different meals and recipes, and just talk about how I actually get it done and make it during the week too. So be on the lookout for those, and I hope you have a wonderful week. Talk to you soon. Bye.